Hey, I just wanted to take a second and share something that Papa downloaded to me this week that was a blessing, and hopefully this will minister to you too. My youngest stepdaughter had shared a picture on Facebook that said, "Dear strong woman, you are not intimidating. They are intimidated. It is not the same thing." And I really had to stop and think about that. And I was like, that is so true. So much of who we see ourselves as is based on what others have reflected back to us. And that may or may not be an accurate picture. And we need to be embracing who God has told us that we are and looking to Him to see what He is reflecting back to us and allowing that to be what dictates who we are. And not letting either the negative response or positive response from man to affect who we are. Because I have found personally, and maybe you guys have too, I know some of the people on my prayer team I've talked with, and I know that they have dealt with the same thing, where because of the responses of other people, we feel almost like we have to mitigate our own personalities. So I've been told, I'm overwhelming, I'm too much. And so then I try to make myself lesser somehow so that other people aren't overwhelmed or intimidated, as if their response to who I am should somehow change who God created me to be, rather than recognizing that their response is between them and God, because that's speaking to about who they are, not about who I am. And again, this isn't licensed to go be a jerk and be like, well, that's on them to deal with it. No, this is about you actually being who God has created and called you to be, and being that unapologetically, not feeling like you have to give explanation about, well, this is how I operate in a way, like, please don't be mad at me for being me. I don't need somebody else's permission to be who God has called me to be. I just need to be that, because even if they're offended, who am I to say that that isn't God's intention in that situation? God may want to and offend some people so that He can ruffle some feathers to change how they see things. And so who am I to get in the way of what God wants to do through me? And the Bible calls us to bear with one another in love. And so part of what I think is that's just letting people be who God has created them to be. More than that, encouraging each person to be who God has created them to be, and not feeling like we all have to be the same or operate the same, or even operate in a way that is most comfortable for us, because sometimes God wants to stretch us and take us out of those comfort zones, and so He'll connect us with someone who thinks differently than we do, and it adds color to our life. That's a beautiful thing. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. And so just reframing like how we see ourselves, and not allowing the information that we get as feedback to affect who we think we are and how we think we should operate. And so anyways, that was kind of a big aha moment for me this week. And so hopefully that blesses you. I just encourage you to seek the Father and let Him reflect to you how He sees you, and what that looks like. And then go walk in that and do so without apology and without explanation, and just be you, and let that be beautiful, and let His glory shine through you. So anyway, hopefully that's a blessing to somebody, and I just hope you guys have a great day, and that's a good thought for you to chew on as well. Take care. Bye-bye.